All right, well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to exCEPtional Mornings Breakfast. How is everybody today? Yes. Happy New Year. It is great to be with you this morning as we start January and we start 2026. And with that, I'd like to ask everybody actually now to stand once again. And I'd like to welcome up a good friend and a great young community leader, Jamie Gilmore from Cut Different. And he's going to lead us in our prayer and pledge. Jamie?
All right, good morning. Can you bow your heads with me, please? Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you for this opportunity to gather as community leaders and just servants of your name, Lord. We ask that everything we do, that we keep you first. We ask that you just bless the partnerships, the collaborations that's already happened, and the ones that are going to ignite today. And bless the city of Ocala and keep us just going forth in the right direction. In your son, name, Jesus, I pray. Amen. Amen. All right, pledge allegiance with me, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right.
Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Jamie, so much. Well, as always, we have a lot, and this time I really mean it. We have a lot of new partners this month, and if you're here, you know the drill. When I say your name, please stand, and at the end, we'll give you a big round of applause for all of our new partners. Here we go. 7 Brew Coffee, All Points Claim Advisors, Augusta Business Consulting, LLC, Baskin-Robbins, State Road 200, just opened. I've been there twice already. It's true. Burger Restoration, Best Version Media, Bob's Audio and Video, Clean Cut Lawn Care, Complete Dryer Vent Services, LLC, Define Media, Direct Auto Insurance, Funky Unicorn Treats, LLC, Irene's Estate, I Serve, Johnson Controls Fire Protection, Kilwins Ocala, Cut Different Inc., Legacy Furniture Mattress and Ocala Hot Tubs, Miracle Hands, Modern Counseling, Mosquito Joe, New World Title, Pals Ocala Auto Repair LLC, Patriot Path Solutions, Premier Concierge Care, Pro Surfacing Services LLC, Pi Barker Fire and Safety LLC, Roberts Real Estate Inc., The Villages, Shuttle Liner Medical Transport LLC, T3 Impact Tax Solutions, still more, to Marion Farms, The Darley Apartments, The Table, Tint World, Total Family Solutions LLC, U Mortgage, Uptown Cheapskate, Warrior Marketing Group, and Wawa. Let's give all of our new partners big round of applause. Well, speaking of new partners, this is an opportunity, as always, to network with other partners and find out more about the programs and services and learn how to maximize your benefits for the best return on your investment. It is CEP 101, our partner orientation, sponsored by Daniel Gray, our great friends at Pixel M. And the next session, yeah, there you go, I knew he was here. The next session is next week, January the 28th. Well, the next session of Tuesday Talks, which is sponsored by Cogent Bank, is on February the 3rd. This month's learn about what truly matters when banks evaluate business credit and discover the steps that you can take to build a stronger, healthier financial foundation. All right? Join the team from Cogent Bank for their presentation, The 5 C's of Credit. And Friday Talks is back. That's right. This year it will change a little bit. We've got a quarterly lunch and learn format. That's the style of the program. It will feature CEP partners sharing their expertise on a variety of business education topics. Lunch, of course, will be provided to the participants. You can join Jenny Eggers from Jenny E. Photography on February the 13th for her presentation called how imagery shapes your brand story. And that is also sponsored by our friends at Cogent Bank. And you can register yourself or your employees for all of our programs and events, and you can do that through your partner portal. Well, a community staple, of course, for over 35 years is Business After Hours. And Business After Hours is the CEP's cornerstone networking event. You can join several hundred fellow CEP partners for casual networking along with food, beverage, and door prizes. And next month's Business After Hours, I don't know if, who was at World Equestrian Center last week for Business After Hours? A big one, right? Big one. Well, next month we will be at Panzer Medicine, and that will be February the 19th from 5 to 7, and that is going to be fun as well. And if you're looking for more chances to network, check out two great opportunities coming to Bellevue. That's right, all Bellevue CEP events are open to all CEP partners as part of your partnership benefits. Continue making connections and networking in South Marion with Bellevue Business After Hours and Bellevue on the Rise. Well, partners, you now have a new way to share stories, press releases, and important announcements through what we call partner news. Submissions can be made directly through the partner portal, and once approved, content will be featured on our website for both partners and for the general public to see as well. This is a great opportunity to increase visibility, highlight accomplishments, and keep the community informed, and do it all in one place. Check it out, ocalacep.com/news. Well, the Impact Business Incubator, it's our newest incubator, and it is located in Silver Spring Shores. It's designed specifically for businesses that serve other businesses. We're currently recruiting 3 partners to join this cohort. The Impact Incubator supports service-based companies, consultants, creatives, marketers, tech support, financial services, and any other professional service providers who are ready to grow and scale. Partners receive dedicated workspace, one-on-one coaching and mentorship, access to funding, and procurement resources. So business education and peer collaboration as well. If you're interested in becoming an Impact partner, email Jessica at ocalacep.com or just scan the QR code right there on the screen. I'll give you 2 seconds. Well, the Inc. 5000 list recognizes the most successfully privately held companies in the United States. This prestigious ranking celebrates businesses that are scaling rapidly, creating jobs and driving innovation. So why apply? Well, you can gain national recognition as a top-performing company. You can enhance your credibility with customers, with investors, and partners, and join elite company of high-growth business leaders. You can also boost your brand exposure through Inc. 5000's media coverage. The CEP will sponsor the application fee for the first 5 CEP partners that qualify. So please reach out to Freddie at ocalacep.com for more details. All right, this is the last call for reserving ad space in the 2026 Ocala Relocation Guide. It goes to every CEP partner and is mailed to newcomers interested in moving to Ocala. It is also distributed at the World Equestrian Center, so don't miss your opportunity to showcase your business in what is a very, very high-profile annual book. So the final deadline is coming up. It's February the 6th. Go to ocalareloguide.com for more information. Well, HR professionals are driving engagement and innovation in today's dynamic workplace. The 2026 Heart of HR Conference is your guide to insights and strategies for growth, innovation, and success. Tickets are available right now through the QR code on your screen. Early bird pricing is available until January 31st. You got that code? Got the QR code? All right. All right, well, the Marion County Board of County Commissioners, big morning, of course, for them, they invite you to meet the departments. That is today. That is coming up right after our breakfast. It is at the Southeastern Livestock Pavilion. That will happen from 9 a.m. to noon. That is coming up. Hey, how exciting is this? Did you guys know that we have 2 qualifiers from Ocala for the 2026 Winter Olympics? You know these faces. Aaron Jackson, Brittany Bowe, they are awesome. They will compete again in the U.S. speed skating team in Italy. That is coming up in February. Can you believe the Winter Olympics is just around the corner? So let's support both of these Ocala athletes as they represent Ocala and Marion County in the Olympic Games. So excited. Well, our nonprofit spotlight today is the Friends of Silver Springs State Park. Are you guys here? I know they're here. I think they're out in the lobby. I know they're here, though. So question, who made a $69 million economic impact in Marion County with over 500,000 visitors and supported 978 local jobs in 2024? Silver Spring State Park. I heard it over here. Very good. How'd you know? However, hosting that many visitors while taking care of the 5-mile spring-fed Silver River in its 5,000-acre ecosystem is a challenge with limited staff and resources. Okay? So be a part of helping preserve and protect this historic natural resource. An annual Friends of Silver Spring State Park membership card is only a $25 donation, and it provides you with up to 12 free entries with up to 8 guests. So that's a $192 value, if my math is right. Please visit the Friends. I know they're here. They're out in the lobby. They're wearing the big boat captain hats, so you can't miss them. They're in the lobby. Also, check out the QR code. It's on the screen. Scan that to join the Friends as well, and we are grateful for your membership. It helps support, protect, and enhance Silver Springs. Well, the Ocala Metro's CEP's 2026 annual luncheon is where our region's next chapter comes into focus. This year, we turn the page to the next chapter, which is a bold vision for what's ahead as we conclude our 5-year strategic plan and build upon the progress that's been made. The Ocala Metro has been built for business. We are built for business. So from healthcare expansion to entrepreneurship and innovation, discover how our community is shaping the next blueprint for success. Come ready to connect, celebrate, and see how our collective vision is built on vision driven by growth. So to reserve your spot, at ocalacep.com/annual lunch. It's coming up. It's about a month away. ocalacep.com/annual lunch. Can't wait. February the 25th. Well, as always, we appreciate our 2026 Exceptional Mornings Breakfast Series sponsor. It is HCA, Florida Healthcare, and I'd like to welcome up my good buddy Isaiah Zirkle. He is the CEO of HCA Florida West Marion. Come on up, Isaiah.
In March of this year, we had a trauma patient come in. It was an elderly woman who'd been involved in a car accident. And she removed herself from the vehicle, went back into the burning vehicle despite all of her injuries, and got her dog out. So the dog was brought in, which is not standard, and I got a call from infection prevention. And their call was, why is there a dog in the ICU? So I said, well, I had no idea about that. Let me go find out. The first thing I see when I walk into the room is not only this poor injured woman, but her dog laying like this with his little sad face on a blanket beside her. And the question was at that point, what are we going to do with the dog? This dog, as I found out later, was basically her best buddy. I couldn't just let him sit there. I said, I'll take him. No, I'll take him. Over the course of the next 3 months, he settled right into the family. My kids loved him, played with him. He was sleeping on my couch. At one point, when she was well enough, we were able to get permission to bring him up to see her at the rehab facility. It was amazing. To say that I didn't cry would be a lie. He was wagging his tail and pulling on the leash and trying to get to her. And to get to see them get better and be in their home again, and to get to bring her dog back to her at her home, it's priceless. This is what it means to show up for our patients and their families. It's about going above and beyond and showing up for our community, for our patients, for their families in any way that we possibly can.
Good morning, everybody. Very happy to present that short video. Andrea is just a great example of what we try to do for our community. Our tagline is to care like family. And so when you come to the hospital, no matter what it's for, a traumatic event, something routine, an elective procedure, you know that you're going to get exceptional clinical care, but it's that extra step of caring for people like we would our own family members that we want to highlight. And so grateful for her and for other caregivers that exemplify that. We also just wanted to highlight briefly, so we recently were redesignated by the DNV. It's a national accreditation agency. Ocala and West Marion both as stroke centers. So Ocala is a comprehensive stroke center for the 6th year in a row, and West Marion is a primary stroke center. So if you or a loved one have a stroke, hope that doesn't happen, but if it does, you can be assured that if you come to HCA Ocala West Marion, you will get the best possible care that you could get. And also excited to announce that West Marion Hospital, where I work, we've got a large inpatient rehab facility. We just expanded to 52 beds. And then we just recently became the first inpatient rehab facility in the nation designated by the DNV for stroke. So people that have stroke come to us. Yep, thank you. So that continuum of care for stroke patients now post-acutely in the inpatient rehab will receive excellent care. So excited to highlight that. Again, appreciate all your partnership and happy to be here with you today. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, Isaiah. Thank you to HCA Florida Healthcare. All right, our monthly sponsor, I'd like to welcome up Charisse Rivers, who is the founder of the Grilled Cheese Foundation. Charisse, there she is.
Good morning. I'm so honored to be here with you all and share our story. I am the CEO and founder of Zinnia Wealth Management and also the founder of Retirement Coffee Talk. Zinnia Wealth Management helps pre-retirees and post-retirees retire with joy and more income than they ever imagined that they could actually live on. We share our message through our syndicated podcast that we've had for 15 years across the country through Retirement Coffee Talk, where we tell stories. And do we have a clicker? Hey. Is it which one? Boom, done. So financial management is certainly a passion of mine. Our podcast is in the top 1/4 of fastest growing podcasts in the country at a 4.5 million. So we're really honored, and now we are serving all across the United States. So that is what my daily job is, and I have other passions as well. And my other passion is to help Ocala grow and thrive by building leadership, and also to help children who need dance, maybe soccer, cheerleading, band, whatever it might be to help foster their talents and get them to college. So we started the Grilled Cheese Foundation in 2019. I'm the founder, and the story of the Grilled Cheese Foundation is actually about me, and we figured that if I needed help and my siblings needed help, there might be some other children out there that could use some help. So I'm going to give you a little history lesson of the Grilled Cheese Foundation and why it's called the Grilled Cheese Foundation. But this is what gives me absolute bliss every day and my why behind everything that I do. So when I was in 6th grade, my single-parent father, he took care of 3 of us. Food was not plentiful. We lived under a building in efficiency with 1 couch, 1 refrigerator, 1 bathroom, and 1 plug-in stove. Food was definitely not plentiful, but one thing he could afford was some frozen shrimp to take us fishing under the Tavernier Creek Bridge, where we would feast for days because he was so good at fishing and he made it so much fun. When I was in 6th grade, sometimes you don't know how poor you are until something just clicks. He took us to one of our first restaurants where he ordered a grilled cheese sandwich and french fries for all 3 of us to share and split. The owner came out and asked, "Can we provide a sandwich for all your children?" And of course, he said yes. In short order, the entire community learned about who my father was and what he was trying to do. They wrapped their arms around us. We were rich in love and resources. This is what the Grilled Cheese Foundation is about. The Grilled Cheese Foundation is about giving hope to children where they don't have those resources and they don't have those things that help continue foster their talents. So I want to talk to you about 2 of our scholarships. The first scholarship is Find Your Passion Scholarship. So children who need soccer. So for example, we had a mom who for 2 years has been trying to save enough money, which we all take for granted sometimes, to get her son into soccer, pay the fee, and the uniform, which is only $500. So we help parents that with underserved children do those things, all the way to dance to, what did we just do recently? Karate for 2 boys for a whole year, and we couldn't do this without raising money, of course. Just like the community wrapped their arms around my siblings and myself, dance was paid for, camps were paid for, and I could not be here today doing what we do and helping others without that community surrounding us 3. Our second scholarship is the Fresh Start Scholarship. So once again, I would not have been able to go to college without this ancillary scholarship, just for something so simple as paying my first, last, and security deposit. This year, we had a student who has been bouncing around for 2 years, couch to couch, going to school, very dirty, barely making it, but having a passion to make it to college. It was almost ruined because one of the couches she slept on that she saved $1,500 for, well, somebody stole her money. The money was due in 7 days. They reached out to us. We provided that $1,500 check. She dropped to her knees that day and cried. That's when I knew that we are definitely on a mission, and we are here to help those people that need the most help. So my ask to you is join the Cheesy Smiles Club, scan the QR code. For $25 a month for the next 12 months, you can save 1 child's life by fostering their passion for 6 months. And I always say, with just a little bit of hope and a whole lot of heart, you can change the course of just 1 child's life. So join the Cheesy Smiles Club. Thank you for allowing us to do this today, and have a great morning.
Thanks, Sharice. Great job. Thank you. All right, Sharice, thank you very much. And AC, I think we lost our AV momentarily. Here's what I would like to tell you, that on that note, the largest leadership event in Ocala is coming up on January the 30th. Don't miss the incredible opportunity. It's called the Ocala Leadership Conference. It is an opportunity for all of you to learn from industry experts to take your leadership to the next level. If you want to register for that, use the code COFFEETALK, all right, for $100 off. And you can ask us more about this. I know the slide did not come up, but ask us more about this afterwards if you'd like to register for that, all right? All right, well, without further ado, this morning, what we've all been waiting for, our speaker today this month is Marion County Board of County Commissioners Chair Carl Zalek with the State of the County.
Each day in Marion County begins with reliable, clean, and safe water delivered by our utilities department, working quietly to serve our customers. Across Marion County, roads and maintenance crews keep neighborhoods connected, ensuring safe travel for every resident. At our parks and recreation areas, dedicated teams care for the spaces where families gather, play, and build memories. In our public libraries, learning and opportunity are open to all, fueling minds and inspiring the next generation. Building safety ensures every structure meets the standards that protect our people, our property, and our future. And when emergencies arise, our first responders answer the call, meeting every moment with courage, compassion, and unwavering commitment, no matter the situation, so that you can return home to the ones who matter most. From the water that sustains us to the hands that protect us. Our teams work quietly behind the scenes every day to ensure that in Marion County, liberty lives here.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the State of the County 2026. This year is especially meaningful because we are celebrating something truly historic, America's 250th birthday. This is not just some milestone, it's a reminder of who we are and how we got here. America's 250th birthday is not just some look back time. It's about deciding what we carry forward to the next generation. So this year's theme is simple, but very powerful. Liberty lives here. The video you just watched offered a glimpse into how our county departments work every single day, often behind the scenes to provide essential services for families, businesses, and our visitors. So you realize that behind every permit, every mile of road paved, is a person choosing to serve their community. These services in Marion County make life, liberty, and that pursuit of happiness we're all chasing possible. That's why families have stayed here in Marion County for generations, and why many new families are putting down roots. You see, because whether you're looking for open spaces and peace, adventure and activity, or a place to enjoy those beautiful golden years, Marion County offers something for everyone. And we work hard to deliver all of these services our community deserves. But we know there are some frustrations, aren't there? And I'm not here just to paint a picture of beautiful rainbows, unicorns, and sunshine. No. We hear you, and we take your concerns seriously. So my goal today is very simple. It's clarity over frustration. Because when people don't understand a decision, what's the first thing we do? We make assumptions. And like most of us, we assume that there is some secret room. Y'all heard the secret room? Yeah? And you know the one I'm talking about, right? It's the one that social media says exists, that has no windows, really bad lighting, filled with cigar smoke, and some guy named Steve who never shows up to the actual meeting but seems to decide everything. That's the rumors we hear, right? Well, let me be clear. There is no secret room, y'all. There is none at all. Just conference rooms with long agendas, really difficult decisions, and truly awful coffee. I don't know how they do that. The truth is, our departments are filled with people who really care about this community and are deeply committed to serving it. Because we live here, we're raising our families here. We put everything into what we have here. We drive the same roads, we sit in this very same traffic, and we shop at the same stores, so we get it. Because we aren't just making these decisions in some vacuum, but sometimes there are trade-offs, just like in life. We have to pick timing over perfection, stability over speed, stewardship over just applause. Because balancing these needs is not always easy, but it is definitely necessary. Because Liberty Lives Here is not just some slogan we came up with. It's a promise for freedom, opportunity, and community for every single person who calls this great place home. To get started, let's talk about a few topics. And here are the ones that we're going to focus on today. We hope to bring each of you a little more clarity on these topics. And maybe even together, as we take this journey today, we can have a new perspective. So how many of you remember these? Y'all remember these? Yeah. I remember the first time I got my first Viewmaster, all right? And you heard that infamous click, right? Sometimes, though, we get caught up in life, and when all we can see is that tunnel vision of the Viewmaster, right? And this is all we can see. But as our focus opens up, sometimes when our focus is directly limited in front of us, we have that limited view. But when we change our perspective, we begin to see the full picture. Not just gridlock, but a community. And what you're seeing isn't just unchecked growth. It's strategic progress guided by purpose. And I want to talk to you about these items today, as we are obviously a growth county, and we need to have this conversation openly so that all of us can have the same perspective moving forward. So let's tackle our first topic, roadways. Because whether you're headed to work or taking the kids to practice ballet or whatever it is, or just trying to get across town, traffic affects all of us. And we get it. When I'm trying to get across town, I have felt it too. Just like the comment we see time and time again, why is Marion County so behind on roadway improvements and construction? Well, some people are right. We have taken too long on some projects. We're not trying to hide anything. It happens because of backups and all these other things. But let me share a few things about why these things happen. Marion County maintains a variety of roadways, totaling more than 3,000 miles of road. That's enough road to stretch from here to Portland, Oregon. That's a lot of roadway, isn't it? And that doesn't even include the state roads that are inside of our community. So where a simple resurfacing project can take a year, a major corridor or an interchange to get done can take 5 to 10 years and sometimes more. So because we have to follow these essential steps, first, to protect the taxpayers' money. Second, to ensure long-term safety. And third, when we draw a line on the map and put a new road in, well, we better make sure it works, don't we? So finding all of funding affects all of these timelines. Of course, money matters. And previously, the penny sales tax was renewed in short 4-year increments. Well, remember what I just said? Some of the longer-term projects can take 5 to 10 years. When you're renewing a penny sales tax every 4 years, you can't get it done. And so it was making it very difficult to get the long-term projects in place. So now, with the penny sales tax renewed for 20 years, we finally have the fuel to move projects forward faster than ever. So thank you very much, Marion County, and a special thanks to you, the CEP. Let me tell you what this guaranteed funding will be doing. We are back on track in our planning and engineering. We have stronger planning than we've ever had before. Our long-range transportation plan is driving our future. So now let's take a quick look at some of the road projects designed to ease congestion and keep our county moving.
Over the past year, the county has invested nearly $100 million in construction of road projects designed to reduce congestion, improve traffic flow, and make travel safer and more efficient for everyone. As we continue forward through the end of this fiscal year, we have nearly $153 million worth of road construction anticipated. These projects range from new routes, resurfacing, and signal modifications to the creation of new roadway lanes. In the Southwest, the intersection at 484 and Marion Oaks Boulevard has already received upgrades making travel smoother and safer in this busy area. creating improved traffic flow, safer turns, and updated signals. Nearby is one of the most significant projects underway, the Marion Oaks Manor Extension. Stretching from Southeast Highway 475 to Southwest 49th Court Road, this new 4-lane roadway, still in design, will include an overpass at I-75, creating a vital new connection across the county benefiting both our residents and commercial traffic. By spring 2026, drivers will be able to travel north along the Southwest 49th Avenue corridor from Marion Oaks to the area behind the Heathbrook Mall without using State Road 200 or I-75, helping to bypass congestion and make everyday trips faster and easier. With the Southwest 49th Avenue project complete, Southwest 66th Street can close so FDOT can replace the bridge over I-75. After multiple recent strikes, the bridge will be raised and widened for improved safety. Throughout construction, clear signage and regular updates will help guide drivers through detours and minimize impacts on the community. And finally, in Northwest Marion County, the construction of a new 4-lane road, Northwest 49th and Northwest 35th Street, is creating a much-needed east-west connector for local traffic between 225A, also known as Northwest 70th Avenue and I-75. These are just a handful of the projects already underway that represent Marion County's commitment to connecting communities, enhancing safety, and supporting a transportation network that works efficiently for all residents. Together, we're moving Marion County forward, one road at a time.
I'm certainly excited about all the road improvements we're going to be seeing, and our team has been working their tails off in the engineering department to make sure that we get these plans turned into dirt moving. And for all of you wondering, we'll be seeing substantial progress happening on the I-75 interchange at 49th. Well, why do we care? Well, it's simple. It means we're one step closer to getting Bucky's amazing brisket and beaver nuggets. And as you saw, the road projects are very complex. They take a lot of time. They deal with property rights and all kinds of issues. But I want to promise you something, that in 2026, this year and next, you will be seeing plans become pavement. We're going to turn these things into pavement and make sure that we ease the congestion in our community. I assure you that you will see a visible county-wide push to build roads that we all need and deserve. And a big part of improving our infrastructure is also improving the way we communicate that, which is why we've launched Engage Marion. So get out your phones. We got QR codes for you. This platform will allow residents to see projects, maps, timelines, updates, all in one place. No more guessing, no more confusion, just clear information. What will they do on Facebook now? As you get your phones out, I've got one more QR code for you. Y'all ready? All right, let me let you get this one. Y'all got it? All right. There's another way to stay up to date as well. As all the commissioners have social media, so please follow us. But we also have a social media series called Straight from the Chair. What we're doing to clearly communicate even better is that after each board meeting, whether it's planning and zoning or a regular commission meeting, we're getting a message straight from the chair about what happened in that meeting and what's going on, making sure that we communicate with you and our community better than we ever have before. So now that we have a better understanding of the road projects that are underway and coming to us soon, we can get to another topic and shed some light. So let's talk about property rights. More specifically, let's talk about those car washes we all obviously love so much. Because a question we get again and again is, why is Marion County allowing so many car washes here in our community? And the truth is, guess what? Local government doesn't pick and select which brand goes on which corner of our community. We don't pick the winners and losers. Our role is very simple, but hard. It's to protect property rights, enforce zoning rules, safety, and the environmental standards. Right? If property owner follows the rules, if a property owner follows the rules, meets the code, complies with state law, the county cannot legally just deny that use simply because it's unpopular. That's not the way freedom works, is it? And that's why property rights matter. Private landowners should have a predictable, fair use of rules about what they can and cannot do with their land. So for example, the urban growth boundary helps us balance the individual rights of property owners with community goals by drawing a line between the areas intended for more intensive development and those meant to remain rural and agricultural. In Marion County, the existing urban growth boundary covers approximately 200 square miles, or roughly 122,000 acres, and is still 50% available. 50% of it is available. So by using the urban growth boundary, here's what we're trying to do from a policy standpoint, is we're aiming to make infrastructure more efficient and cost-effective, limit the sprawl into our rural areas, and protect the farms and sensitive lands we love, and to provide clear expectations for land use inside of those boundaries so that we have a community that works. So think of our community as this working system, if you will. Some areas are built to support housing, jobs, and activity. Other areas are meant to remain productive farmland and open space. The urban growth boundary keeps those roles clear by directing housing growth where it belongs and protecting our farmland from becoming that default place for housing. This isn't about stopping opportunity in our community. No, it's actually about stewarding the growth responsibly. So when someone sees another car wash going up and thinks, oh my goodness, that county commission put in another one. The reality is our role ensures the project complies with local regulations, and the business is the one that's actually taking the risk. Because if government can deny a legal business based on opinion, then they can deny yours too. Y'all got that principle? If government can deny a legal business based on opinion, then it can deny yours too. That's the principle that matters, even when a project is unpopular. So whether it's a car wash, a storage facility, or some family-owned shop, the success of that business ultimately and rightfully should land on the owner's shoulders, not the government, to make those choices. And for the record, approving car washes does not come with some unlimited free car wash plan. As you'll be able to see my truck out in the parking lot, it is dirty. Just so you know, we're not getting some perk. Because what truly makes our community special, honestly, right? It's that natural beauty that drew us. It's that open countryside. It's why so many people are proud to call the horse capital of the world home. And it's why our county commissioners work so hard to preserve that beautiful farmland, and we want it to last for generations to come. So on this topic, what we hear is that how can we be the horse capital of the world if we're paving over all of our farmlands? Y'all have heard this, right? Well, let's talk about it. Again, this goes beyond just perspective. We need to have a bigger one. Because if you look at Marion County, it covers more than 1 million acres. Y'all know that? Our county is more than 1 million acres. And if you live in some of the south areas, you may not even realize the large amount of land that is protected in the north. There are nearly 200,000 acres within the farmland preservation area. This area was established a little more than 20 years ago to protect the agricultural lands of the county and its rural equestrian character. While the designation doesn't, of course, outright prohibit all development, it does require that if you do something in the farmland preservation area, that the land use and the zoning decisions actually support preserving our rural land and the agricultural area that it's in. And if you're not sure where to find these areas, just follow these awesome signs throughout the county and enjoy the scenic roads and rural countryside. Take a drive. Once again, explore Marion County, maybe in a way that you don't go to work so you're not so frustrated, okay? In addition to the farmland preservation area, do you guys I know we all know about the Ocala National Forest, but did you know that it's over 300,000 acres preserved in the Ocala National Forest? So this keeps a total of more than half of our county protected from development in one way or another. So no, we are absolutely not paving over all of our farmlands. In fact, we're protecting them better than we ever have. We're growing, and it makes sense that protecting these lands will define us for generations to come. But we aren't just protecting our farmlands, we're also protecting our taxpayers through impact fees, because we get these questions all the time. These fees actually help bridge the gap for the cost of infrastructure when a new development or a new product comes into our community. But we still hear this question all the time. Why aren't developers paying for their growth in the county? Well, it's a great question. The truth is, they do pay their fair share, and it's defined by state statute. But here's what often gets missed about impact fees. Impact fees are not collected until construction is actually complete. Basically, you don't get impact fees until you get a CO, and that is a certificate of occupancy. So think about it this way, right? You don't get the impact fee until basically the car is in the driveway or they sign that mortgage. That means that growth you see often doesn't generate the revenue until years after people move in. So we need to think about impact fees more as planting a tree. It's part of the equation, right? You don't get shade from a tree on day one. You plant it, you fertilize it, and you have to wait a little while until it actually produces the shade you were looking for. And impact fees are not new to us. In fact, Marion County has had them since 1990. During the economic downturn, we suspended them in 2010. And in 2017, we reinstated them. And then we adjusted them this past year in 2025 to increase the rates to be in line with the growth and cost of construction today. So keep in mind, impact fees have strict guidelines as well and can only be used to fund infrastructure for new development and may not be used to maintain or repair existing infrastructure, right? So the whole point of an impact fee is to actually help with the extra trips that go on a road, and so it's for new stuff. So, yes, are we leveraging impact fees? Absolutely. Yes, are developers paying their fair share by state statute? Yes. Hopefully, as we gain more perspective and we understand these processes just a little bit better, we can see that all of these things work together as part of a larger system to balance individual freedoms with community priorities, because none of these decisions stand alone. Our roads, property rights, farmland, and growth, they only work when they work together. So what we're actually striving for as a community is balance. That's what we're going after. It's how communities last for generations is when they find balance. And this means we're not just reacting. Your commission is working together with purpose, vision, and commitment to shape the future of Marion County. So with that in mind, allow me to let you hear from my fellow commissioners as they share with you their vision for Marion County's future.
Marion County is more than a place on a map. It's our home. It's a safe place full of opportunity where businesses thrive and neighbors take care of one another. We're looking to make decisions that protect our way of life while planning for a strong, sustainable future. Together, we can make sure Marion County stays a place where we're all proud to call home, today and for generations to come. That's my vision for Marion County.
I see Marion County as continuing to be the place where multiple generations of families can continue to live, to work, to grow together, while still being prepared and having a welcoming attitude for new people with fresh ideas and different perspectives and different businesses and even greater opportunities for future generations to remain in Marion County the way their parents and grandparents did. And that's my vision for Marion County.
Marion County's true strength lies in balance, the balance between growth and nature. We have the opportunity to shape a county that thrives economically while preserving the beauty that defines us. Together, we can build a place where progress never comes at the cost of our environment, and where every generation can find opportunity, pride, and a sense of belonging. That's my vision for Marion County.
For me, making sure Marion County is a community that supports what families need to thrive as we maintain our identity as the horse capital of the world is a top priority. Ensuring a thoughtful balance between our beautiful rural landscapes and all the things that support a strong quality of life. That balance is a part of who we are, from protecting our rivers, springs, open spaces, and farmland to supporting neighborhoods and small businesses that strengthen our sense of community. That's my vision for Marion County.
Thank you, commissioners. As for my vision, I've watched this county grow, and I've seen it take some hard punches. Just like the men and women who have fought for our freedoms for generations, our community has always pushed through its challenges. From the recession in 2008, where some of you still have the battle scars, when it felt like we were down for the count, and we steadily fought back round by round. And I've seen what happens when Marion County refuses to stay on the mat. Liberty didn't arrive here fully formed, my friends. It was carried here. It was defended here. Built one decision, one family, one piece of our community at a time. The people before us didn't ask whether liberty was convenient. They had to ask themselves whether it was worth protecting. And now, for 250 years, that question belongs to us. And today, we're not just fighting back. Our community is winning, and we love winning. That's why I say with full confidence, our best days are not behind us. Yes, they're still in front of us. Now, my friends, as we look toward America 250, every challenge we face, every goal we set is built on the strength and resilience of those who came before us. As we look to the future, we stand on a strong foundation of America, the hardworking Americans of the past. So hold on to your seats and get ready as we celebrate America 250.
That all men are created equal. I have a dream. One day, this nation will rise.
We choose to go to the moon, not because they are easy, but because they are hard.
Thank you, Vanguard High School Drumline. Thank you, Marion County School Board. You guys are amazing, and I appreciate you for allowing me to borrow some of your folks. Throughout 2026, Marion County will celebrate the 250th anniversary of America, unlike anything we've ever tried before. This includes America Prays, an initiative to get prayer all across our community, the Veterans Hall of Fame, America's 250th Ball, and various educational programs. All of this leading up to 4 coordinated fireworks shows happening at locations around our community on the north side, the city of Ocala, Bellevue, and Denellen. And our business leaders, we want to invite you to join us, to get involved, because this is not just another 4th of July show. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity and moment, an opportunity to put your name, your business, and your legacy behind something families will remember in this community for decades to come. When people ask you, were you a part of that? You'll be able to say, yes, we helped make it happen. And in fact, we have our first folks that made that happen, Advent Health and Erica. Thank you so much. They are a title co-sponsor with us to make these fireworks happen. And thank you so much, Advent Health and your team, Ocala. So check out our webpage. Get your phones out again. Learn how to become a sponsor. Visit us out in the lobby. Myself, Commissioner Curry, and some of our team will be out there. So check it out and be a part and get informed about how you can be involved in the history we're about to make this year. You can also ask our America 250 executive team, the members, some of them are here today with us. If you are, please stand up. Mayor Marciano, we have some school board members, we have a bunch of folks. Thank you for participating. We really appreciate all of the community coming together because it can't happen if we're not united. Additional opportunities to get involved include 4 for the 4th, an initiative where volunteers can decide and give 4 hours of their time in honor of this incredible country we are so blessed to live in. And everyone can participate by making sure that you come, that when people come, I would love it if you allow me to dream for a moment, that every person that got off the highway and they landed in Marion County saw American flags flying from all parts of our community, on every single business, on every single house. We become America's hometown. I believe in that because I believe freedom lives in Marion County like it lives nowhere else. So show your love for freedom, family, and community by flying those flags. And as we come to a close this morning, I hope we've been able to bring some clarity together, maybe shift a perspective or two, maybe answer a question. Because as we move forward together, let us remember that growth, infrastructure, and planning, they're not just policies on paper. They shape our future. They're about protecting freedom, opportunity, and the quality of life that makes Marion County a place we are all proud to call home. My friends, liberty lives in you. Liberty lives in me. Liberty lives here. And if it lives here today, it's because we chose to carry that liberty forward and not leave it behind. So to the next generation, like these incredible people standing behind me, let us watch and learn from the mistakes of the past. Let us depend on a new future. And let our promise to these folks be that we didn't just celebrate America 250, that we have strengthened our community's foundations, that we protected its freedoms, and we handed these folks a community worth believing in. We will make sure that another 250 years lives because liberty lives here. May God bless Marion County, and God continue to bless the United States of America. Thank you.
All right, one more round of applause for Carl Zalak, our chair of the Marion County Board of County Commissioners with the state of the county. Next month, we will have a State of the Schools with Dr. Brewer, our superintendent of schools for Marion County. That's right. Our sponsor will be Reveille Wealth Management. And as always, we thank our series sponsor, HCA Florida Healthcare. Let's make every day in the Ocala Metro and Marion County an exceptional one. Network on, everybody. Have a great day.